Yorkshire's top non-league side, Stocksbridge Park Steels.
Hello and welcome to Brackenmore for this Northern Premier League Premier Division match between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Hednesford Town. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft this afternoon as the Steels prepare to face one of the biggest teams in the division. Hednesford Town came to this division the same way as we did, through the playoffs. Playoff winners on the same day, though about 40 minutes before we got promoted later on. However, they are two very different sides. Hednesford come in with incredible infrastructure at their stadium, and obviously the rumours of their budget has gone a bit mad over the last few months. It gets bigger every time someone tells you about it. Whereas Stocksbridge quite famously come in as the underdogs, the scrappy underdogs, and the league positions reflect that. Hednesford towards the top of the table, Stocksbridge at the bottom. But it doesn't matter because after 90 minutes of football on the same pitch, who knows what will happen. Plenty of surprises happen in this sport every single day. So let's go through the teams here today. So for Stocksbridge Park Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal. Then Marcus Everington, Jack Tinker, who comes into the starting lineup after a few weeks on the bench, Luke Hogg, Casper Williams, Paul Iggledon, Tommy Marshall, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris, and Connor Smythe. The benches: potential debutant Romario Dunn, Sam Kay, Thomas Poole, Deshaun Musgrave-Dorr and Luca Cancello. For Hednesford, it's Tony Breeden in goal, then Jamie Morgan, Chris Hussey. Former Barnsley defender George Williams makes his debut for Hednesford today. Then it's Ollie Harrison, Joe Doyle-Charles, Akeem Rose, Liam Kinsella, Montel Gibson, Amari Sterling-James and Joel Taylor. On the bench is Jake Jervis, Jermaine Hilton, Aidan Walker, Simeon May and Niall Watson. So we're just getting the handshakes in the middle of the pitch as we get closer to kick-off here at Brackenmore. Thank you to everyone who is joining us on the live commentary today. Sorry you can't be here at Brackenmore to enjoy the match, but we will look to bring you the best coverage possible with us here today. We will of course keep up to date with everything else happening in NPL and give you the live league table updates as well, how important that is. Despite Stocksbridge dropping to the bottom of the table, results going our way and a win today could see Stocksbridge get out of the bottom three. It's that tight down there at the moment. If you're a neutral and you're not involved, it must be one of the most exciting divisions to watch in the entire country this year. There's a lot of battles at the top. Hednesford joint on points with Hebburn in second place. They could go top today. Stocksbridge could get out the bottom three. Hednesford will have the kick-off here in a beautiful sun-shining day at Brackenmore. As the Steels fans are making plenty of noise to our left here, as they make their way through the stand, and Hednesford get us underway. So Hednesford in the all-white kit, well, all-white shirt, black shorts, white socks, going from right to left, while Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, under immediate trouble, and slice clearance from Iggledon, but eventually O'Connor helps him out and clears it away, but it's put Steels under immediate pressure, and they can't get the ball away before Smythe just launches out, but it does find James Morris on the halfway line. He loses it, and it's all a bit frantic, and Stocksbridge have not started particularly smoothly. But then Tinker does get it away, and it will go back to Breeden. Ollie Harrison just leaving him, the goalkeeper, to pick it up. One of the many former National League players here at Hednesford today. Hello to Wayne going, "Come on, you mighty Steels," before the game gets underway. The ball goes forward. Tinker will just track it, and he's just going to follow that out of play.
Is he good, this goalie?
Tony Breeden, yes, he was very good when we went to face him. And while it may seem wrong after he just kicked the ball out to play like that, I've not seen better distribution from a goalkeeper all year.
Big lad.
He's a big lad, and he's actually confident with his feet. Normally, when you see a big lad as a goalkeeper at this level, they're not as great with their feet, and then you'll see the smaller ones who are a bit better with their feet, a bit more agile.
I think
He is, you might be taking the mick, but you might be made to look a fool for taking mick a bit, because he's a very talented goalkeeper, and he's definitely a shout for one of the best in the division. Ball is back for a goal kick with our own goalkeeper, Ben Townsend, who, has had a tricky adjustment to this division at times. Definitely one of the best last year, though. The ball launched forward, but falls short of Smythe, knocked away. Will go out for another throw-in. A bit further down than I think maybe Tinker and Casper Williams thought it was going to. There's a bit of a slow pace to the start of this match. I think that's something Stocksbridge will be happy with, though. They don't want... you can look at that start, those front players. You've got Akeem Rose, who scored a spectacular goal against Stocksbridge at Keys Park. One of those where Eagledon's done everything right in marking him, pushing him towards the narrow angle, and yet he's pulled off this incredible volley. Like, you just shouldn't be possible, 7 divisions down in the English tier. And then you've got Montel Gibson, who will be a problem for the Steel's defence throughout. And Damari Sterling-James is also another talented forward. Didn't play against us at Keys Park, but one of these additions that Hednesford been able to make. Stockbridge trying to play it forward. Rawson was trying to nip it to Smythe, but it's intercepted and cleared away. We'll go back to Townsend now. Damari Sterling-James. Fortunately, we miss out on him not being here. Next week he will be away from Hednesford because he goes on international duty with St Kitts and Nevis. One of several international league players. So St Kitts and Nevis is a beautiful Caribbean island, a regular on the cruise stops. And this is Sterling-James on the ball now. Passes it back into midfield, then to Kinsella. Switches it out to the right hand side. Jamie Morgan on the ball. Launches it forward. Gibson chests it down, but then cleared away by Etherington. But only back to Kinsella, who tried to spread it away for Sterling-James. Intercepted, cleared out for a throw-in. Liam Kinsella, who signed from Walsall, was playing in League 2 earlier this year as a regular. As Akeem Rose was demanding a penalty for the slightest of pushes, and then goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. And I think he's just made himself enemy number 1 of Brecon Moor for one of the more pathetic attempts at getting a penalty you'll see this year. Because if that was a penalty, I think you'd see about 12 per game. And there'd be a free kick there as well, as Rawson was getting pushed over, but nothing given as it goes back to Townsend. The Steels have not really got out their own half at the moment. I think something Stocksbridge will want to do is frustrate Hednesford, keep them, away from our own goal, and make sure that they can't battle. They've got a healthy travelling contingent here today at Brecon Moor, as it's spread out here to Etherington, who tries to get it down but intercepted. So clears it away, goes forward, will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Some goals got gone in elsewhere already. Our first local goal of the day is against a South Yorkshire side. Doncaster City are 1-0 down at Leeds UFCA. Omar Sanyang, the scorer. As the ball is back with Etherington. Ball launch it forward. Rawson will head it on. He loses track of it. That does allow Hussey to get in there and clear it. The former Burton Albion defender. Bit of head tension in the two sides for Etherington. Launch it forward, but Hussey gets his foot on it, gets it away. Will go out for a throw in. Etherington just allows it to bounce in front of him. The Steels are taking extra bounces. They're just trying to slow this game, avoid Hednesford from getting into a rhythm. Can't really blame. Here comes Etherington launching the ball downfield, looking for Rawson, but it's beyond him. Head back into the midfield, knocked forward, and comes off the back of Hogg for Eagledon. Just tries to chip it over the top. Rawson fighting. Nice little header to the right, just beyond Marshall there. We'll go out for a throw, but it's a nice little idea that I didn't. I'm trying to just work out what formation the Steels are playing at the moment. It feels a bit more like a traditional 4-4-2 at the moment, or 4-1-1. As Eagledon managed to head that away, kind of battling for it, but loses that battle to Gibson. Knocked forward, and Murray Sterling-James had a hesitant battle before Luke Hogg just drags him by the arm and gets him goes down to the turf. A fair free kick for the away side. Kinsella, so it's the lad who signed from Walsall. He was their first teamer in League Two. Now he's in step 3 and only for Hednesford, and I think that just shows you the pulling power Hednesford Town have. As Joel Taylor was just dropping back to help, and instead Kinsella will just go on his own and launch it to the far side. And England beaten, it's brought down. Nivoli's attempted, blocked away by Morris before cleared away by Luke Hogg. Goes to the halfway line, and Hednesford have it, and it's good pressure on Kinsella. It forces him to go back to Breeden. Morris will continue to press, and there is Breeden sending the ball forward, but headed away by Casper Williams. Will be returned by Ollie Harrison. Bounces forward. Eagledon will get it forward. Marshall looking to turn, gets it back to Everington, who tries to find Rawson, but intercepted and cleared away. Will be launched over the top of Rawson. Townsend out to his box, and then will clear the ball away. It looked a bit awkward as Harrison climbed over Rawson there. Wondered if that might have been a free kick. It's not given. Stocksbridge get it forward. Son heads it down looking for Rawson, but then cleared away by Joel Taylor, who's back held in the defence. There's a hell of a battle between Gibson and Eagledon. Eagledon just about getting it away. Goes all the way back to Doyle Charles, the captain, who gets it to the right, and Morgan bursts forward across here, very high, well, not, I was going to say teasing, but only teasing to a 14-foot giant as it goes out for a goal kick. Definitely see the quality that Hednesford have. So Redcar are inching towards the NPL East title. They are now leading 1-0 against Bradford Park Avenue. Adam Boy's the goal scorer. They're 19 points ahead of Matlock with 7 games to go. They can't win the title today, but they're setting themselves up for next week.
22 players win a 6
Everyone is crowded to the far side of the ground now. Is that Alec Cowling as our ball boy today?
Yes.
As Rawson heads the ball on and tries to get behind. Morris trying to turn and spin, but it is taken away, and as he tries to go forward, but then it's blocked, and it. Well, the linesman initially flagged for an Hednesford throw-in before the referee Julia Kings today corrected him. Brett Hovey and Gary Slater, the assistant referees today. As Stocksbridge have earned a free kick for Harrison climbing over the top of Rawson. It's happened a couple of times, and now the referee is cracking down on it. And it's a chance here from a set piece for the Steels, which is something they have been strong at all year. And it would be interesting to see how Hednesford reacted if the Steels were able to get something out of this. This is one of Lemon's rematches. During a caretaker spell, he went with Mark Fretwell to Keys Park. Lost 2-0. And the last time Stocksbridge faced Hednesford at Bracken Moor, it was Chris Wilcox's first game in charge. A 4-0 win for the Steels that day. Shay Dunkley, a former future of Sheffield Wednesday, were playing for Hednesford that day. O'Connor's standing over the ball, ready for this free kick. It's on the left-hand side, near the Fresco advertising hoarding. Well, launcher to the far side. Eagledon was waiting. That was a key header away by Joel Taylor. Great ball, and it's a throw-in close to the corner flag on the right-hand side.
We turned it into Set Piece FC.
I think we've been Set Piece FC for 5 years, to be fair. Charlie Oglesby almost scored 10 goals a few years ago. I think he was second top scorer. And now Connor Smythe will go for a long throw-in. We are adapting to the trends here in Stocksbridge. The ball's launched on, headed on into the middle, and then awkwardly headed, and he'll go out for a corner kick. Rawson was waiting at the near post. Rawson, who's got extra competition for that striker's place with the arrival of Romario Dunn from Brighouse Town. That was announced yesterday. He waits on the bench today to make his debut. As Alex O'Connor will take the outswing corner here, and here it comes. Takes it short to Morris. He's trying to turn out his man here. Puts a lovely cross in. Oh, good header away there from Harrison. Goes to the left-hand side. Everington tries to knock it back to Marshall. Marshall got a foot on it. It will go out for a goal kick in the end. Marshall wants a corner. And he did take an awkward deflection, but it could have easily come off on our own on that one. But that is good from the Steels. They did get... Hednesford did not look totally comfortable with those set pieces. And is that a potential Achilles heel of this Hednesford side.
Surprising, because it's quite a big defence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very, very big team.
Yeah.
Something that's been noted by quite a few as they have arrived here today. On foot welfare have taken the lead against South Leeds. Harry Charlotte has scored. As Williams heads the ball away, gets a lot of applause for that, and then it'll be returned and bounced for Townsend to claim. Just realised, clock is not working at the moment. We will sort that out during a break in play as O'Connor gets hold of the ball and then it is cleared away. All those four. Morris tries to flick it out but then returned. Hogg tried to get a header. Went over the top of Sterling James and despite appeals from the away fans, it is not given. Rawson's on the right wing and gets robbed of the ball by Hussey, and Hussey's done a great job there shielding out for a goal kick.
Nowhere near his face.
So back for Tony Breeden. Ball launched forward, good header away by Williams. Becoming a fan favourite just from these big headers away as the ball's launched back out. Everington will head forward, Marshall gets it. Big launch forward from him. And he's gone over the top of Hussey. Russell trying to sneak in. Hussey just has to get out for a throw-in. To be fair, the home fans seem up for it today around us. As Hussey, the former Burton Albion defender, struggled with that one. Back with Etherington now for the throw. There won't be a long... Well, I was going to say not a long throw. It looks like we're positioned for it, and that is what's going to happen. Etherington is in the box. And Rawson getting pulled over before there's a strike from Marshall. It's high and wide, and that's one of those, I think, if it's outside the box, a free kick gets given, but a referee doesn't really want to give it for that sort of penalty.
With pulls and pushes and things.
So Ollie Harrison there was a man who could have easily been penalised. Former Crew Alexandra defender Ollie Harrison, who was a massive player for the league team when they got promoted, and even played in Sweden for Östersund, the team where Graham Potter made his name.
He's just a big player. He's massive.
Well, it's that Swedish diet, isn't it?
He makes
Plus he plays the ball away, and the ball just clobbers the back of my mum as she was coming back up. That might have knocked some sense into her.
I doubt it.
No, it hasn't. It definitely hasn't.
It's nice to see him. Splash is not on holiday again.
Well, because we've got sunshine, warm weather here at Stocksbridge. It is a throw-in for Hednesford, by the way. And Joel Taylor's going for a long throw-in, and he's managing to take it from the spot where the stand comes a bit more inward, so he has the space. And it is a nice little long throw-in. There's a push in the box and a free kick for Stocksbridge. Etherington gets pushed. It's Ollie Harrison again, who's... Yeah. I'm going to be imagining he's been involved in a lot already. He might be risking a persistent foul yellow just, a very short while into the game.
If he needs escorting off pitch to sending off, you can do it though, Adam.
Well,
I'll let you do it.
I think kind words will do that.
Yeah, it's enough to do. Or a bulldozer.
We've got a tractor over there somewhere. As Townsend launches that ball over to the left-hand side, and Smythe has got some space, but he will give it back to Tinker, who has also got some space, as he will go forward now. We're trying to use his pace, and it's a good run. He slips it through here. Morris will take the shot blocked. Back to Smythe. It opens up for him. He's going to take the effort. A sliding block from Kinsella. O'Connor returns it to Smythe. Back to O'Connor on the left-hand side. Chips the ball there, looking for Marshall. Finds Marshall. Can he just use his body right? He's going to be forced back out to the left. Cross going in. It's a high, very, very high one. But he's going to drop in a favourable area. Rawson gets the header. Harrison blocks and clears. It was just too high to get any power on the header for Rawson, who did well, actually, to get the connection. Steele's looking positive so far. Slipped across to Eagledon. Eagledon so far is looking for Rawson, and Marshall could get to this actually. Marshall gets a touch, he'll go out to play. It's disappointing, but Chris Hussey, for all the FL 20, and a very good game against Stocksbridge in the reverse fixture. He's struggling to struggling with the 2-on-1 on him from Rawson and Marshall. I think Rawson wants to try and get away from Ollie Harrison a bit, but as well as thrown back to Breeden, who gets the ball away, headed away by Eagledon before Marshall gets it forward, and Morris is going to try to keep it in. It goes out before it drops. There will be a throw-in. Parkgate have taken the lead against Albion Sports. Jacob Pearson, the scorer.
We seem to have matched physicality a bit more in the last 10 minutes.
I do wonder if when you're facing a team like as established as Hednesford, if you just feel a bit more up for it. It's weird. Both these teams got promoted on the same day from Step 4. You know, Hednesford had 4,000 watching their game as they beat Congleton Town. As Gibson surely handballed that, went into the box, and he has done. There's no goals in the NPL Premier Division yet after 15 minutes of action. Maybe there's a bit of still sunbathing, as it's a lot of nice weather elsewhere, as well as here at Brackenmore. As the ball goes out, will be swung out to the left, brought down here before, not forward, but Tinker. Smythe trying to get into the middle, does Hogs, and he'll try and launch it at the top. Tinker's in a foot race, so's Rawson. Rawson might win this foot race, and he will do so, and he will try to play it back. Can Tinker be first to it? No, it will be Williams coming back to sweep up.
Look, if he went all the way, he'd have got to Jack.
Yeah, George Williams, I think he just had to get something on it to make it stop going out for a goal kick. So George Williams, the very experienced defender. Same. Played for Barnsley when they were promoted 10 years ago. MK over 150 appearances for MK Dons. And signed for Hednesford Town earlier this week from Mansfield. This week we have signed a striker from Brighouse Town. Among the many problems they are having right now, and we do feel complete sympathy for, because it is a tough old game to stay competitive in. Thought Hogg might have handballed that, but he's now been fouled and tripped in his own half. Rotherham United have gone 1-0 down to Lincoln City. Can has scored an own goal. I believe we have our first goal in the NPL East. Actually, an own goal. It's the goalkeeper has scored an own goal for Rotherham. We'll get to that one shortly, but it looks like Hednesford on the ball here. They get the ball away using Jamie Morgan, but Stocksbridge just press working well as the ball's just passed to Luke Hogg, and then O'Connor just let himself down with a short pass there, and it's now cleared away. Being held up by Gibson. Ball back in the middle, knocked forward by Sterling James. Then Akeem Rose gets it back here to Gibson. Gibson running out of ends. Eagledon gets a tackle in. Effrington clears away. Into midfield it goes. Rawson knocks it down for Morris. Morris laying off to the right to Hogg. Hogg just allowing it to run past him. He's got pressure on him from Kinsella. Back to Marshall, who's deep. Now Marshall will start running. Effrington's to his right. Gets it forward to Morris. There's a foul there on Marshall, and it will be stopped for a free kick. So guys are the ones who've scored the opening goal of the NPL Premier Division, but they've not just gone 1-0 up, they've gone 2-0 up. Elliot Owens scored their second of the game, unless that's a mistype from their secretary. Yeah, it's a mistype. Just checking, yes, it's a mistype from their secretary. So it's just a 1-0 so far for Guiseley. That's against Whitby Town. And Whitby Town are they lost a few good players. They lost Matty Timon to Workington early this week. And they're only 4 points above Morpeth in 19th place. As O'Connor puts the ball in towards the far hand side. Volleyed into the near post. It's a good connection from Casper Williams, but Breeden had it covered, and now he's launched it quickly out, but it looks like, well, I'm not sure what the referee stopped it for. But stopped it for something.
Right, sure.
Yeah, you can get it back to Breeden. Maybe there was an offside in that. Well, Hednesford back on the ball. Some good footwork from Hussey, who now goes forward. Morris being took out of the game entirely. Hussey now sending the diagonal, and it's a poor ball in the end. It's going to go out for a throw-in. Really didn't read the run of Akeem Rose. That was the connection that led to Hednesford's opening goal at Keys Park.
Far too far.
Yeah, no pressure on him. Morris was beaten, and no one really helped out as Harrison on the ball. He's just trying to juggle it. Struggles to do so. Morrison not so forward. Rawson is trying to event. Harrison will have that covered and get it back to Breeden. Back to the goalkeeper now, who will get it away. So nice pass that, and finds Joel Taylor. Being forced back at the moment. And he tries to launch the ball forward, blocked, and it will be a throw into Hednesford. Handsworth have taken a lead against Fackley. Jordan Hines has scored. Handsworth in the playoff race, so I think they've been hurt by losing Scott Ruven. Both titles in the Northern Counties have already been decided. Liversedge won it last week, won the Northern Counties Division 1. Division 2 was won last night by Durnan District. As Smythe will try to win that header in the middle, brought down by Doyle's charge, and then eventually a bit too physical on Luke Hogg, who's wanting a card for the Hednesford captain. And that is a reminder to anyone who is listening, Hednesford is spoken like Wednesday with no, there's no D in it, really. I think because we were saying Hednesford for a lot of time, weren't we?
Yeah. They fall down a lot though for big lads, don't they?
Probably because if you're big lads you fall down, the referee often is fooled, aren't they? As Rawson tries to head it back, Hogg tries to return the header, but it goes sideways. That comes on Hetherington's arm, and it will be a free kick.
It were an handball, but it was pushed.
Yeah, definitely an handball. Oh, we just waited for the ball to turn. It may have gone on the wrong side of the stand on top that we're in.
Oh, it's giving a free kick.
Oh, it is a free kick actually, yeah, sorry, I didn't realise. Hussey launched it. Well, yeah, because it was an handball, wasn't it? The ball's headed away, and it will be another long throw attempt here from Joel Taylor. As Hednesford look to try and take the lead. 22.5 minutes gone, we're about halfway through the first half. Taylor with the throw-in. And lots of big lads for Hednesford to aim at from this, and they're delaying the throw-in from quite a bit, but now it will get taken. And Letman's complaining. We'll talk about that later. But it's been headed away, and then Hetherington will clear it. Brought down by Williams, but he's in charge down by Morris. And it goes out. It looked like I don't know when you're allowed to go, how much of the line you're allowed to use for the throw-in. But his foot was definitely partially over the line. I think Lemon's trying to shout that to the linesman. Well, we do have a goal from the KC. As it's another throw-in. Goals from the KC Stadium. Actually, it's been taken quickly. We'll stick with this game for now as it goes back to Taylor. Marshall goes in with a foot, and it will go out for another throw-in. Sheffield Wednesday had taken lead against Hull through Jamal Lowe, but Hull City equalised a minute later through Matt Crooks. 1-1 there. Another Joel Taylor long throw that Steels will look to try and deal with. Goes it short here. Hetherington got a foot onto it, and it shows it out, and it will be a goal kick. Mari Sterling James is very, very irritated with that, and it will be back for Townsend.
I think got that one right, to be honest.
50-50 call. One of those I'll lean with the person who's making the decision. I've got to have some good evidence on my side before I go at a referee.
No, she got the ball right. She got the spot on.
Who's cooking summer? Can you smell that?
Yeah, it smells lovely, doesn't it?
Someone brought one of our pies into the stand, one of our world-famous pies. As Ben Townsend launches the ball forward, headed away into midfield. O'Connor will return it. Trying to knock back in the middle. O'Connor gets a foot onto it, but ends up doing well. Some nice little smart play. Switched out to the left. Townsend's rushing to be the first one onto it. He is, and it's a good launch away by Townsend. Hussey just trying to deal with this, and he misses the header, Hussey. He shields Morris away from it. Marshall trying to get onto it. Sterling James Allen, but Marshall's won the ball. Marshall now running down the right wing. Two men around him. And he tries to put the ball in, it's blocked. Etherington's going to be the first to it. Lovely clip ball in. Rawson with the header. Yes! The Steels have taken the lead against Hednesford. And it's Luke Rawson with a dipping header.
Also, Stocksbridge Park Steels. Number 9, Luke Rawson.
The ball from Marcus Everington was absolutely beautiful. And from that, Rawson has nipped past his man and headed in from close range. It's 1-0 to the Steels, and it's through Luke Rawson. And we now have to find where our goal gifts have gone since we changed laptop. Because we've not had to use them too much, in all honesty. And how happy is Brackenmore over that one? As Hednesford get this game back underway. And well got forward and Steele's leading 1-0 here, but Hednesford are on the ball. Back with Hednesford, Ollie Harrison coming forward with it, out to the left here to Joel Taylor's got the beat in the Marshall, but his touch is too heavy and it goes out of play. Steele's leading 1-0, Townsend gets the ball back, 26 minutes on the clock. Townsend's taking his time with it. I think Stocksbridge have started the time wasting already. Townsend now will launch it forward. Looking for Morris, but headed away. Hey, in the middle and back and stop. Morris have won the ball back. Up to Marshall, who gets it for Rawson, heads it on to Morris. It's a great ball. Morris going forward now. He's at one-on-one with Williams. Got two men on him. Kinsella trying to back to defend, tries to get it back, and then knocked away. Morris 2-on-1 by two players who were playing in the EFL earlier this year. What a shock scoreline this would be if it would keep up. As ball was, Rawson's bringing it down well, about 30 yards out, back to goal at the moment, first almost 40 yards out. Back it goes to Williams, who sends a diagonal. He's looking for Morris, but head away before it can get to him. Then flicked over by Sterling James, but it will go out for a throw-in. If you want to know how mad this league is, even though we're winning at the moment, we don't come off bottom, but the bottom four are all on 34 points right now. This league is, honestly, if you're neutral, this league must be so exciting to watch. Because the tightness right now, all bottom four teams in this league are on 34 points as current scores stand. Well, yeah, the other teams might start losing. Because they're all drawing 0-0 at the moment. Ball forward, Rawson heads it into the middle, and then cleared away by Taylor. Tinker heads it forward to Smythe, back to Tinker. Beats one man, Tinker, then beats a second. Great one by Tinker. Then he's rugby tackled down. Free kick to the Steels.
Gotta be a yellow card.
And the yellow card comes out there, I believe, for Jamie Morgan. So can the Steels now, can they go into Dreamland and try and double this lead? Alex O'Connor over, and this is something they've not looked totally solid, weirdly for such a big side, in the air. And this could be another opportunity. O'Connor standing over it. Here it comes. Not the bad looking ball, headed away by Harrison in the middle. Marshall heads it towards the left-hand side, cut out in the middle, and Sterling James, well, actually it was Del Charles who ends up clearing it. And it's going to go out to left, but this could end up being a good ball for Hednesford. No, everyone's left it. It has gone out for a throw in the end, but that's not something Stocksbridge should have left as casually as they had, with the pace that this team have. Joel Taylor almost getting onto that. So Penistone Church are 1-0 down at home to Campion. Shane Muirhead, the scorer. Ball goes forward, headed back away. Hogg will try to return it. Rawson tries to head it on, then knocked away. O'Connor will get it forward and looking for Morris, but Harrison heads away. Going to go back to Smythe here. Smythe, I think thinking of Glory, but instead we'll go left to O'Connor, back to Smythe, who knocks it forward to Morris. Morris holds it up on the left-hand side. Back to O'Connor. O'Connor ball looking for the far post. It's too heavily hit. Breeden will just watch that go out. Will be a goal kick. 31 minutes gone. It's probably the best Steelers have played all season, really. When you think Hednesford, this is a Hednesford side that has rolled over teams at times. Following for Gibson. For Gibson, what a physical striker Gibson is, and Williams in the end is able to get a foot in and clear it away. Will be followed out by Morgan.
That won't bother Jack, that he likes it.
He does like a bit of that.
And that's a bit of
Followed out, and it will going down is Rose, who is clutching his leg as he goes down. Game's still in play as Rose is still staying down. Ball forward. Harrison gets it away and then knocked forward by Kinsella, and it will go out for a throw-in. And now back up is Hakeem Rose.
Surprising, saying he's broke his leg.
So back on the fifth throw-in for Stocksbridge. Jack Tinker to take. Throw-in launched forward, headed on. His shirt was being pulled there.
He's constantly being pulled. Constantly.
I'm sure that was on Smythe. He's going that for another Seals throw-in. Rotherham United are 2-0 down. Turns out if you put it all on House to score, you'd have won some money. My second decision for that one was my house in the middle of your goal. But that would have been madness. I'm going to get 3 pints off Grahamford, I think those. As Rawson heads the ball out to left. Smythe tries to clip it into the middle. No one's there for it. Would have did very nicely if someone had been. Breeden does get it out quickly. Etherington, good reading of it, heads away. Hogg goes down under pressure. Not given. A bit more nibbling at him from Sterling James, but it goes out the right to Etherington, who gets it forward. Morris heading towards Rawson. Rawson just misses the ball and it goes back to Breeden. He could have been in there.
That was just did it.
Oh, that was close. That was very close.
Pitch will blame that on.
I'm sure that's what he'll blame. As Tinker heads the ball away, Smythe tries to knock it on. We'll track it here as goes back into the midfield. Back with Morgan now, who tries to knock it off Smythe, and he does. It will go out for a Hednesford throw. 33 minutes gone. As a bottle thrown forward and then out again, but this time for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Well, if this scoreline does stand until the end of the first half, we would just have to make sure Stocksbridge do not start the second as they have done in the last few games. Or just the entirety of the second. Ball throw forward to Morris. He's trying to turn, but he can't do so. Well marshalled out for a Hednesford throw-in. Well, launched forward, knocked away by Williams. Back in the middle, and Charles keep yuppies before volleying it forward. Then it's back to Sterling James, who's tried one with Townsend off his line, and it's quite simple for Townsend. Out to Etherington now, who will take it forward. Launch forward, he's looking for Morris. Awkwardly headed away, Marshall will get to that. Back to Etherington, who knocks it over the top. He just sliced at Etherington, but it stays in. The bounce helps Stocksbridge, and Morris tries to knock it over the top of Harrison, and then Morris just goes into the back of Hussey, and it will be a free kick to Chasetown. Say, there's only 2 games with goals in the NPL Prem at the moment, and that's Guiseley winning 1-0 against Whitby, which starts to put Whitby in some problems, whereas, and obviously the game here. Ball going forward. Eagleton can only head it backwards before Williams returns it forward, then Charles gets it back and can't be kept in by Sterling James. Stocksbridge get the throw in. So, Etherington will have the throw-in. As I can hear some of the Hednesford fans behind the goal to the left are not happy with the referee already. And to be honest, I think, they may be a bit too light on some of the physicality, but that is a referee's choice in the end. I think she's been very good, Julia Kins. That's a bit of another throw-in on the halfway line. It's one of those where you go, everything you can disagree with is one of these where up to the referee's discretion decisions. And I think she's been fairly consistent with it up to now. Rawson heads it into the middle, tries to knock on here towards Marshall, just knocked away from him. Hussey has to clear that away, Hednesford appealing for a throw in their way, but it will be a Stocksbridge throw.
There's quite a few referees at this level that want to make it about them, but she's not, she's just let game flow where it's needed to. Impressed up to just. Don't get me wrong, we can all go down wrong.
Oh yeah, we've done this before, haven't we? But
I
don't think there's any reason to complain for both teams, to be fair. I think she's been fairly consistent for both sides. Etherington trying to get it forward with a throw-in, but knocked away. Hogg gets it back to Etherington, left foot into the box, it will dip, and then it will be claimed by Breeden. Etherington, who extended his loan at Stocksbridge earlier in the week, has an assist today. Ball forward, Eagleton will head it away. Hogg will then head it back to Townsend. That is a smart play from the midfielder.
There's quite a bit of dissent between Hednesford players. They're all sort of.
Well, I think this is what Stocksbridge really want to. Get them disgruntled. Yeah. They're coming here expecting 3 points. They need 3 points. This is one where they'll have written the 3 points in before the game started. Right now, we are being cheered on, I think, by Hebburn and FC United fans. As well goes out to looking for Marshall. He just can't do enough with that. He can't get onto it. We'll go out for a goal kick. Handsworth have doubled their lead against Fackley. Ben Harriet the scorer, and Albion have equalised against Parkgate. Amavia Sandhu. And South Leeds have equalised against Armfoot Welfare. William Law the scorer. So the ball is going to go back, well, it's played forward and now all the way forward, and it will be back to Townsend. We will then pick it up after a bit of a delay.
Not many goals about today, is there?
Generally, well, we said it earlier, there's only 2 in the NPL Prem so far. The ball goes forward, Rawson tries to get it back in the middle, Kinsella then clears forward. Townsend will be allowed to take it to the feet. And Stocksbridge happy to time waste. Gibson will come up and Townsend will pick it up then.
Shades around your ring it now there. Do we keep up this to himself?
38 moves forward. Taylor will head it away and then Etherington returns it. Marshall gets a beat in the Sterling James there, but for well in from Kinsella. And then Marshall almost comes away with a free kick given there after I think a bit of a 2-on-1 on Kinsella. Ball goes forward and then Williams will return. Rawson battling for it, but headed away by Williams. O'Connor gets it forward, returning into the middle, and then it's a nice ball there from Taylor to Gibson on the left. Hednesford have it on the attack. Etherington makes it up. Crossing from Gibson, headed away though by Jack Tinker, and then Etherington stopped by a great sliding tackle. Etherington out of position now. Tries to get himself back in, but Marshall back into help. Launches the ball into the fencing that guards the tunnel. And now you can see Taylor's frustrated because it's gone all the way over behind the goal. The Hednesford photographer's playing ball boy for him.
And failed.
Yeah, not particularly. That's why he's snapping and not kicking. Steels have another long throw to deal with. Here it comes, a long throw into the 6-yard area. Well headed away by Eagleton. Back to Taylor, who's another lovely ball here from him. Head away to the edge of the area. Hit by Sterling James. That's a great save from Ben Townsend. Palm tips it over the bar. It's a fantastic save. It's the best chance that Hednesford have had all game. Sterling James firing off a cannon of a goal. And cannon of a shot, and it almost was a goal. Townsend, brilliant save. Corner kick to deal with now, though, for the Steels. And the Steels have everyone back pretty much for this. If we get closer to the end of the break, football looking for the far post. It's just overhit this corner. Being chased down though. Hednesford are keeping this attack alive. And now Harrison trying to spin it round, and they try to turn another corner, and that is what they've done. They rescued that well after the initial effort was poor. Tony Breeden here, by the way, their Hednesford keeper, is on the halfway line.
He's quite brave.
Which is brave, because you could definitely see...
He must have had injuries on his way back.
Well, no, he's still in the injury centre circle. Ball into the box. Townsend claims, and this is Townsend. If he reacted quicker, can you score from a kick ball?
I think so.
I'm actually genuinely shocked Townsend didn't try that. But Smythe is going forward with it. Clip ball over the top. He's looking for Tommy Marshall. It's just a bit too overhit. Breeden will claim.
I'm remembering Pat Jennings and people like that was quite a while ago. So maybe you can't now.
We're going to Google that.
I'm sure Google will let us know.
As well dropped here on.
So I said there's been a little bit of pressure. Our defence have been really.
Yeah, there's some quality balls into the box.
Touch wood.
Yes, a goalkeeper can legally score a goal directly from a drop kick or a punt into the opposition team's goal.
There we go then.
So maybe that's something Lemon needs to be aware. As he goes out for a throw-in, Hussey's trying to earn a free kick. The Hednesford are starting to get a bit more over the edge of it as we get towards the end of the first half.
Took his shoe off now, bless.
Just make sure one of our players don't throw it. That is a yellow card, as Workington did last week. Tommy Marshall's boot fell off. There's threw the boot away to stop him getting it on, and that was a yellow. And not only did that happen in our game, as I heard the referee tell their bench, Notts County had a player do that in the early televised match and got sent off for it.
I suppose it's the same as kicking ball away, I suppose.
Well, yeah, in the end, it's unsportsmanlike conduct. I think that's what it comes down as. Anyway, we're doing bunny ears and tying the knot, but now Chris Hussey is back up, ready to go. Stockton Town have taken the lead against Warrington Town. Michael Sweet, the scorer, as this free kick goes in and then headed into the box to great one. Headed by Gibson over the bar. You can see Townsend was in two minds whether he was coming for that or not. But Gibson wasn't able to keep his header under the bar.
Alex was not passing it ball. Alex is doing a sterling ball boy job by not kicking ball off field. So the goalie's got to go fishing from behind net. Waste a little bit more time.
Yeah, as we want to just get to half time, I think, with this scoreline.
Well done, Alex. He's probably thinking about his brush.
I thought that was Graham's brush.
Oh, right, Alex is, I believe now.
Ooh. 1 minute at a time is to come, as Rotherham United have gone 3-0 down at Lincoln. Hackett Fairchild, the scorer. When I went to Union Lincoln, I never thought there'd been a higher division than Sheffield Wednesday, but that's going to happen next season. Ball going forward. Bit of a juggling head in, and then O'Connor can only knock it out for a throw. It's actually come out
1 minute at a time. That's a minimum of 1 minute at a time.
Well, Penistone Church have equalised against Campion, and it's former Steels reserve Matty Lee who scored the goal for Penistone. One of the many former Stocksbridge players that currently plied their trade over the hill. We should call that the over the hill derby, shouldn't we? Yeah. But does that say that we're all old? Here comes the free kick from Alex O'Connor. Easily headed away. We'll go back to Smythe, who hits the volley, and that goes into a garden.
Yeah. Many years ago, it'd be Mr. Hampshire's garden, that.
What, the former Rotherham United manager?
No, the former Stocksbridge school teacher.
as that is half time here at Brackenmore, and it's not the scoreline you would have expected. The Steels lead 1-0. Everington's first time cross was absolutely perfect, and it found Luke Rawson in the middle for a dip-in header that beat Tony Breeden. The Steels lead 1-0 against Hednesford Town at the break. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Hello and welcome back to Brackenmore for the second half of Stocksbridge Park Steels versus Hednesford Town. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored by R&R Karen Van Height and the Spire Claremont Hospital. Shock score line here at the moment. The Steels leading 1-0 thanks to that header from Luke Rawson. Seems like that bit of competition on the bench has sparked him into a bit of life. As Hednesford title challenge at the moment looks like it's faltering here at Brackenmore. Alex O'Connor stands over the box, ready to get us underway for the second half. And here we go for the second half. The Stocksbridge Park Steels in the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks going from right to left, while Hednesford are in the white shirts, black shorts, white socks going from left to right. The teams are as follows. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, and it's Marcus Everington, Jack Tinker, Luke Hogg, Casper Williams, Paul Eagledon, Tommy Marshall, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris, and Connor Smythe. On the benches were Mario Dunn, Sam Kay, Thomas Poole, Deshaun Musgrave-Dore, and Luca Cancello. For Hednesford, it's Tony Breeden, Jamie Morgan, Chris Hussey, George Williams, Ollie Harrison, Joe Doyle-Charles, Akim Rose, Liam Kinsella, Montel Gibson, Amari Sterling James and Joel Taylor. Their benches Jake Jervis, Jermaine Hilton, Aidan Walker, Simeon May and Niall Watson. It's going to be a long throw here. Oh, it's going to be a short one actually from Hednesford, who are on the attack at the moment on the right wing. Back it goes to Doyle-Charles. Played short, well in from Tinker, who clears away. Breeden will have to chase that. There's no one really there for Stockbridge to try and press Breeden, who's cornered really at the moment. Wilson keeping a distance, and now I think he's just there to make sure he does get on with it. Ball forward, brought down though, and then knocked in, and it will be a throw-in for Hednesford. Ball going forward here on the left-hand side with Joel Taylor. It's a good-looking cross in. Townsend claims at the near post though, who has to get out the cap for this second half. So it's a lovely day here at Brackenmore. Just notice Hednesford have warming up tops for the bench. As the ball brought down by Sterling James, O'Connor a bit too physical, will be a free kick. Ball back with Liam Kinsella for this free kick, who has been told, get back, get back, get back.
And then stretches forward and puts ball.
as is the way. So Hednesford have come out with a bit of fire in their bellies for this second half.
I'm surprised if they didn't get a bit of a rocket at half time.
And so their manager Kelvin Davis, the former Southampton goalkeeper, as Kinsella will get the ball in, headed into the box. It's a good looking ball. Bit of confusion there. Townsend drops on it. I think it came off the bottom of the player, but Steele survive. Ball launched forward and we'll go to Breeden now. Townsend's definitely got the power on the kick and the accuracy if Breeden decides he's going to hang on the halfway line again. So I think Townsend needs... I wonder if he's been alerted to that opportunity. Ball back with Breeden, who's just dribbling out of his box and will then drill it over to Morgan on the right hand side of his defence. Sends it over the top. Tinker will head away, goes here to Smythe, who tries to turn into the middle of 8-1, back to O'Connor, who knocks it over the top. Rawson will chase, Harrison will slice it a bit. Rawson now has it on the left wing. Smythe in the middle, goes behind him, goes to Marshall, takes it, takes a shot, it deflects, and it's just going to, Breeden's going to get to it first, but he's going to keep it on his feet. He hasn't gone out, will be launched out for a throw-in. Breeden was a bit going... I think Breeden was a bit like, why did Breeden not pick it up though, I think?
I don't know.
But very surprising from the goalkeeper. Sheffield United have taken the lead against Wrexham. Brooks the scorer for the Blades. We saw the Wrexham coaches go past us on the way down.
We're Ryan driving.
Well, he might be commentating, he might be the co-commentator. See, I don't have Graham on co-coms with me. Ball goes in and headed away, goes to the edge. And it's hit by Smythe! Ooh, that went too far off.
I think if that's on target, that's a goal.
That's on target, no keeper in the land is stopping that. So back with Breeden now, who will get the ball forward. Goes out for a goal kick in the end. As Stockton have doubled their lead against Warrington Town. Lewis King the scorer. Stockton in the playoff race. As Morris knocks it over a defender, but Breeden out to claim. A very mobile keeper, Tony Breeden, as he tries to get out to right, but we raised his distribution at the start, but it's not really been as good as you'd have wanted it to be. Stockton actually get back into the playoffs with the current results. Hednesford down to third. Ball forward. Rawson's, I think, being climbed on there. Back to Tinker, who gets on the left, over the top. Morris will just about keep it in, but he can only knock it out for a throw-in.
That's an elbowing back, that.
I personally didn't see that, but
Rawson went
it's back with Morgan.
I believe.
Morgan now will get the ball forward. Smythe can only return it back to Hednesford. Goes forward and Tinker heads it. Smythe will head it on. And that is a late one in on Smythe, and he's clutching his mate. Smythe will go down, and Jamie Morgan, the man being penalised for that.
To coin a dash for it, they don't like it up them.
Doesn't look like a booking has been registered for Hednesford like we thought there had been in the first half.
I'm pretty sure she waved a yellow card or something.
As there's not very good news for us in the relegation battle. Morpeth have taken the lead at Bamber Bridge. A penalty from Nick Bellardo. That takes Morpeth out of the bottom three.
Plenty of time left as well, so we find it out.
Here comes O'Connor's free kick. Launched into the box. Great header. Harrison almost puts it in his own goal.
Took it out of the keeper's hands, then.
Will be a corner. Will be a corner kick.
Yeah, they're not very cosy on crosses, are they?
No, they're not. It's been a consistent theme throughout this game. As John Lemon is marshing where he wants Eagledon to be, and now they've all drifted into the 6-yard area before the corner is taken.
Marshall and Connor.
Yeah, well, Tommy Marshall, the one on the edge of the box, and he's now going to go to the far post. But then the corner goes to the near post. I wonder if there's a bit of a miscommunication there. Marshalls wins it, gets it back to Smythe. Smythe gets it down, high loop one towards the far post. Rawson trying to get to it. He's been pulled and pushed all around, and he's not really got many of them all day, and that will continue to be the case. And well, the news, there's some more news from elsewhere that Hednesford won't like. FC United have taken the lead at Warrington Rylands. That will, as scores stand, put FC United top of the table. Ball forward, and it will go out, and it will actually be a stop. Hednesford throw-in after it just came off the back of Tinker's foot. That's just a bit too casual there from the Steels. Well, we'll go back to Williams now with Harrison. Over to the left, Hussey cuts in and gets past Marshall. It's a great run from Hussey now. Continues forward, Hogg waiting for him, but Hussey does get it out to the left, but Taylor's touch lets him down. It goes out for a throw-in. So back with Effrington now. And I think that's... I've just noticed what that actually is. I think that's one of the Stocksbridge fans has took the bin lid and he's rattling it on the back of the stand.
Can't complain about that. We're probably that painted him.
Well, the stand or the bin lid? As Hednesford go down the left wing here. It's with Akeem Rose. He is the star man of this Hednesford attack. It's a lovely slip pass, but an overdone run by Joel Taylor. Cleared away, throw into Hednesford. Wrexham have equalised against Sheffield United. Josh Windass, the former Sheffield Wednesday striker, has scored. I'm sure he was very casual with his celebration at Bramall Lane. As we have a Joel Taylor long throw for the Steels to deal with here.
Not much room to go along.
No, we've not designed that fence with long throws in mind, have we?
No, good.
As Taylor puts a ball in on the second attempt. Hit the far post, it's 1-1. Jack Tinker fails to pick up Montel Gibson at the far post, and Hednesford have the equaliser. It comes from very little.
Number 9, Montel Gibson.
That's frustrating because Stocksbridge have played well in the second half, but Hednesford have just equalised out to nothing. Very frustrating because that goal, it's a good cross, but just Gibson not picked up on the far side. And it's a goal from nothing that will give confidence to this team that they can go on and come back. All forward, climbs over the top and will be cleared away here and then headed away by Etherington. Marshall has it now, going forward. On the right hand side, trying to get past him. He's getting past him. Going to be held by Hussey. Good tackle though, stops him. But Marshall will win it back. There's no one really in the middle for him as it goes back and Stocksbridge want the throw and won't be getting it. Will be Hednesford's throw. Goal coming on the 55th minute.
Well, they saw right from the line alley, but
so it's just frustrating that they turned off for a second from that throw in and punished. And that's what you get with a team like Hednesford. Can the Steels get back their noses back in front? Going forward, headed on by Gibson. O'Connor heads it forward, brought down here by Marshall. Looking for Rawson, but we'll just go back to Breeden in the box. Back here, midfield, over now to Morgan, but well won there by O'Connor. Now Smythe, looking for O'Connor. Great pass back to Morris. Morris tries to go horizontal, pass blocked. Good work initially. And then well in from Smythe to stop that ball getting through cleanly. Will go out for a Hednesford throw-in that will be quickly taken by Doyle Charles, and then Williams just has to deal with that and head it away. He goes on the edge of the box. Yakin Rose trying to dodge a few, and then it's probably going away. And that is a crunching tackle there from Doyle Charles, who was wanting a free kick earlier on for Hednesford. And I think the referee, Julia Kings, is just he's taking some notes in a book. I don't think it's a yellow, but definitely taking note of something. Hansford have gone 3-0 up. Handsworth have gone 3-0 up on Fackley. Mitchell Dunn, the scorer. Shush you.
I don't think she took a note, but she didn't brandish a card.
No. She's trying to keep the cards in her pocket.
Yeah. I think she's taking notes on the number of fouls.
And that's not a bad thing to be doing, I think.
No.
It's Townsend is getting the ball forward here. He's looking for Rawson. Comes off the back of Rawson. Appeal for free kick, but she's not giving him the other way. But then Morris does go back into the back at defender, and it will be free kick.
I don't think we're playing for pushes in back.
It's one of those where normally I'd say that's a foul, but I think that she's set a level.
Yeah.
Julia Kings, the referee today, that isn't one. So I think it's because we've seen it done about 4 times on Rawson, and Rawson actually for once has decided to return the favour. Back to Breeden and then Williams. Morris will press before it goes forward. Headed away by Williams, comes off Sterling James. Down to Gibson on the right. Well in from Smythe, and then O'Connor knocks it off his man, and it will be a throw into Stocksbridge, who are still playing well. That only blemish is that turning off from the second ball from the long throw and conceding. Like it is here with Tinker. Ball going forward, headed away. And it's gone forward, and Montel Gibson has a place to run. Out to the left, it's just Taylor has to just chase it on the left wing a bit. That allows Stocks to get some men back. Tries the overlap looking for Hussey, and he actually finds Doyle Charles. Get back to Taylor, who's going to cut in now. Pays a pass into the middle, looking for Taylor again. It's a great ball to Taylor, back in the middle, and Gibson tries to get an appeal for a penalty. It is a penalty. I thought there might have been initial offside there, personally. It's a yellow for Tinker. And I thought that was an offside, to be honest.
Yeah,
Gibson looked like he was well offside before that.
I'm not sure about that one.
But it's another penalty. Again, two in a week against Stocksbridge.
I'm not sure about that one.
Nice.
Stocksbridge lads trying to run to the end.
Yep.
Seems to be trying to get there, be a bit late, but mind.
Akeem Rose will take the spot kick. Be left-footed one. Townsend saved the penalty last week. Can he do it again? Yes, he can!
What a save, Ben Townsend.
That's 2 penalty saves in a week for Ben Townsend. It's a corner kick for Hednesford. Steels need to get back in position quickly.
It was a nice height for him to be said, but he did really well getting up to the corner.
I think we would argue that was justice done. It's a beautiful save from Ben Townsend. Saves Jack Tinker's blushes on that occasion. Here comes a corner. Townsend will claim it. Kick it quickly, Townsend. He's at his goal. Well, what? And he's going to look. He's looking for Tom Marshall here. And it will end up going to the edge box where Breeden will have to boot it away. Looking here for Rose, who goes down under a push. Nothing given, as we've seen consistently. All away from Everton, and Tinker will clear it forward. Looking for Marshall. And it was geared forward, and it will end up going out. And before Everton will actually get it forward, Harrison can only head it towards his right. Morgan's going to be the first one onto it. He heads it forward. Well won by Jack Tinker. Tinker there stands on the ball a bit awkward, but he gets it out to Smythe. Trying to find the overlap, blocked away, cleared with it, only to O'Connor. He's got space to his right, and he will give it to Hogg, who has that space. He's got a man on him. Looking for Tinker, headed away by Morgan. Well, that's right, then cleared away. Looking here for Rose. Can Williams just deal with him? He's trying to turn away from it. It's a lovely turn from Williams, who then gets it away. Looking for Rawson. Headed out, and then Morgan. Great little touch from Morgan. Keeps it in, and then Doyle Charles knocks forward. It's one that Gibson will try to chase. The offside flag is up on Gibson. That's why we thought it was potentially not a penalty. That Gibson we thought was offside. Tinker's one of those where we were like 50-50 where anyway, we were not sure from this distance. And we are going to see some substitutes from Hednesford. Looks like Jake Jervis and Jermaine Hilton are coming on. So it looks like George Williams is
number 4. George Williams is number 14. Jermaine
Hilton.
So
Jermaine Hilton will come on for George Williams.
Number 10, Omar Sterling James. Jake Jervis
will be off for Jervis. So we're talking about the pedigree of this team. Well, here comes some more pedigree off the bench. You've got Jake Jervis, formerly of Birmingham City, played for Portsmouth, Ross County, over 100 appearances for Plymouth Argyle. Also played abroad in India for East Bengal. As Tinker clears away and Rawson chests it down. Morris there, offside flag up.
Really lucky with that one.
And then, just to say, the other person on is Jermaine Hilton, who made 39 appearances for Swindon Town, played for Motherwell in the Scottish Premier League as well. Comes to Hednesford after a spell in Lithuania for Kauno Žalgiris. Ball launched forward, and it's clear. Hilton will get it away.
Did you Google that pronunciation?
No, I did not. I actually had a Lithuanian housemate at one time, called Kęstutis, but we have to call him Kesha because we couldn't pronounce Kęstutis right. It's a good pass here to the right here. Here comes a shot from Rose, and it is blocked. It's a corner kick. Hednesford Town have got the tail feathers up now. Hull City have gone 3-1 up on Sheffield Wednesday. Kyle Joseph, the scorer. And Anza 4-0 upon Fackley. Next one scoring. Sheffield have taken lead against Bottisford. Nat Crofts. They're fighting for a good playoff spot. And Campion have taken lead against Penistone Church. Because Liverpool have already won the title and already been promoted.
By the way, I've banned Reverend and the Makers from our playlist.
Here comes the left of the ball into the middle. Townsend going to punch, headed towards it, cleared off the line by Rawson. And then hooked away. Ooh, Rawson having a great game today. Defying a lot of the critics. You could just see the confidence after he got his goal go through him. Throwing in here, Stocksbridge just having to deal with this pressure. They knew it was going to come at some point as Hogg has it in his own corner. I think he wants to just try and see if he can get a kick off him to get either a free kick or... But Hogg turns well, clears it off, and goal kick for the Steels. 64 minutes gone, and we're going to see Romario Dunn come on for his Stocksbridge debut now. The Brighouse striker is the top scorer for Brighouse in Step 4. He's going to replace James Morris.
Substitution for Stocksbridge, replacing number 10, James Morris, is number 12, Romeo Dunn.
Well, if he's
so solid colour.
Well, if Romario Dunn is half as good as his namesake from the legendary Brazil side, I think we'll have a very good player. So Romario Dunn, who has plenty of experience in Step 3 with AFC Sudbury, also made 20 appearances for Braintree in the Conference South. Moved north, went to Brighouse, because you do have to kind of earn your stripes again when you move a long distance. Done very well for Brighouse over 2 seasons, and now has a chance at Step 3 once again. As Hogg got blocked by Dolchars, and there's a counter-attack here. Gibson holding up play really well, but Stocksbridge are able to get back as then the tackle goes in from Hogg, and then launch out towards Rawson. Rawson now trying to keep it in on the left side, can't do so, but good work from Luke Hogg.
Having a great game as well.
Ball will go back to Breeden. Who switches it out now with Hussey, turns back after pressure from Dunn. Who's putting pressure on. Now over to Morgan. Ball going forward and headed on really well here. Etherington comes in and it was a bit awkward, and Rose is going to try and chase that, but he's going to let that go, eventually go out for a throw-in to Hednesford. So we'll be... Could have gone wrong that for Etherington, but he's rescued it. Oh, throw-in goes in, back to Morgan. Blocked, and wants another throw-in. And it's going to be given Hednesford's way after their appeals. The bin lid is at it again. Only in non-league could you see someone steal a bin lid and try and make it into an instrument. Joel Taylor has gone over to take this long throw-in, and it was the long throw-in that caused the equaliser. Ball throwing in, headed away, no. Back to the right it goes. Crow comes another cross in, headed away to, oh, that was dangerous. Eventually Eagledon gets it away. Well, back to Breeden. Dunn and Marshall pressing. Marshall will keep the press on. Blocked by Morgan, and then, well, Morgan's kind of made himself look like a bit of an idiot there, because he's been pushing away Marshall, and he's ended up having the ball blocked off him to go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. And then Marshall there, both of them go down together, and Marshall will carry it on. Nothing's given, it's a 50-50. Romario Dunn's calling for it. Back to Etherington it goes. He takes the touch, Etherington, and then he just runs into trouble, and that's a chance over there for the Steels. Maybe we should have just taken the initial cross. Etherington blocks the ball forward, clear, will go out for a goal kick. 67 minutes gone here, remains 1-1.
Good movement there from your last.
Yeah. He is a goal scorer. He's been a goal scorer wherever he's gone. Back down in the south as Morpeth are 2-0 up now against Warrington Town. Not a good scoreline for us or anyone else in that relegation battle. And Workington have taken the lead against Hyde. We will update how the league table looks after that in a second.
Not really well for us then.
It's not great, but in fairness, Workington Hyde was one of those we can't really win. As Marshall tries to get it forward to Dunn. And then back in.
You know he's kidding because
he
had a look round and then went back down holding his leg.
Concern actually for Stocksbridge is that there's now a 4-point gap between us and 18. So even though we're probably going to come out of this with a pretty good mood, even if the scoreline stays the same, it's not great for that as Eagledon gets his head onto that. Marshall trying to hold on to it. He goes forward, but he's only going to give this back to Hednesford as it goes out for a throw-in. I think it's one of those where for the Steels it was always one where it was a free hit, but and they've done it so well here, I'd say. Has got something onto that, but then Joel Taylor, who you can't say because Joel Taylor created the goal. It was his cross that got the equaliser for Hednesford, but he's looked a bit clumsy at times. But then he obviously has that quality because that ball was perfect for Montel Gibson at the far post. Goal out. Gainsborough have taken the lead, and they have away at Rushall. One of the teams that should be safe, but are just keeping their eyes, because they'll actually only be 3 points above Workington. They're not safe. Thrown forward and knocked away, but then knocked forward again here. Now Marshall on the right wing, trying to turn, and Taylor battling Marshall, trying to get past Taylor, but Taylor's done a good job defensively, and he's got the touch, and I think Marshall's put pressure on. He knows how clumsy Taylor's been, and in the end Marshall blocks. It will be a throw intensely close to their own flag. In the Premier League, Fulham have equalised against Burnley. King the scorer. 1-1 there. Roston Main 2-0 on Horbury. Myron Gibbons, the former Brighouse striker, scored. A very good player, Myron Gibbons. I've always liked him. Eventually, Stockbridge do get the ball back, but they only knock it forward to be a goal kick. 70 minutes gone. Well, Hednesford passing from the back. I think some of the away fans are getting a bit disgruntled, but it's still 1-1. Ball forward here. From defence. Over the top, this could be dangerous. Gibson on the left. Being followed by Williams. Gibson trying to move it onto his right. Chip ball towards that far side. Tinker will get a head onto it towards the edge. Dolchar doesn't get a touch. Dunn knocks it away, but it's only back to Morgan here, who's moving it over to the right. Here comes the diagonal into middle. It's behind everyone. Everington gets it. Can Stockbridge launch a counter? Over the top, but not aimed. But then again, I think Everington's been clipped and Stockbridge will get a free kick. Thomas Poole just down there in the bench below us. His veteran presence, always useful in a very youthful team. It will have been disappointing to be dropped for today, but can't fault the team that's gone out there. His Everington's getting treatment. There aren't any defensive people on the bench. Only Sam Kay would you say you'd bring on if the Steels were looking to hold on to a lead. And Thomas Poole is going to make his way on shortly. If it is going to have to be for Everington, I imagine what you'll see is Tinker move to right back and Smythe drop to left, and Everington is the man who's going to go off. Which is a shame. He's had a really good game today, Everington.
Yeah, very good.
He created the goal. It was a superb cross. But he will be replaced.
Still substitution, replacing number 2, Marcus Etherington. Number 15, Thomas Poole.
It does look like Smythe is going to drop into left back at the moment now, with Tinker switching to right back.
He's not good over that far side. He's not putting any weight on it.
No, it's another low knee injured by Steels. We're not getting a reputation. We might get a reputation here. Alex Whitney left the Steels with a dislocated shoulder after having it over at Warrington Town.
Sam as well has been played really well.
Yeah, today he's got better every game he's played for us, Mark Everington. As Townsend gets the ball forward, Dunn getting himself about there, and he's got the ball there off Joel Taylor, and then he smashed it off him, but I think it's come off Dunn last, and it will be front. But that is, I'm liking Dunn so far. Gets about it, doesn't he? He likes the battles, which I think is what you need in this relegation battle. As Gibson, someone who also likes a battle, but he loses that one, but it's only gone back here for Hednesford, over to Morgan, who takes it, things all forward, and Smythe gets the better of Akeem Rose on that occasion. Back to Williams, who gets it forward. Chester down by Rawson, who gets down the line. Harrison will cover it. It's being pressed, but he can only knock it out of play. So back to be a throw in here for the Steels. Stocksbridge are beating Maltby Main 2-0. Dempsey Smith is the latest scorer. Stocksbridge having a fantastic season. Right now, 4th in the table. As Dunn tries to head on, but it comes to nothing. A goal kick. 75 minutes gone. 15 to go. 1-1 here. So back to Breeden, who trying to launch it to the right-hand side. Rose tries to head on, but it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. We're getting into this nervy period as we get towards the end of the game. South leads, equalising against Armed Foot Welfare. James Law has scored. As well goes forward. Hogg will try and return it. Marshall looking to bring it down with Chris Hussey on him, and this on the left wing at the moment. I've got 2 men on him, Marshall. Still got it. Keeping it in. Tries to play it on. He's trying to get a corner. That should be a corner. The goal kick being given. We've been praising the ref for most of the game, but I think that's a rare mistake from her.
And now Tommy Marshall's just got a yellow card.
And Tommy Marshall gets a yellow for dissent.
Never. That would never have gone.
Thought Marshall played that perfectly. I think he had, but unfortunately the referee just didn't see it that way. That is not looking good for Marcus Etherington.
No.
As he's just making his way back here. He's over. Alec Cowling and Darren Townsend have got him there by the shoulder as well. Sam Ewens, who's makeshift physio today. Just following him. Prison or not? Oh, I wonder if it's something to do with varsity, I think, maybe.
I thought you said prison then. What's she done?
Well, that's a game for the players to play, isn't it? As Rawson's trying to put some pressure on, then Joel Taylor, he's been forced back. Taylor. Back it will go to Harrison. Then it's over to Morgan. Gets it forward here to Rose. Back to Morgan. Clip forward. O'Connor intercepts. Clips it forward. Look for Dunn. Great by Dunn. If he could turn, could find Rawson, but can't do so. He's trying to get down the left-hand side. Evades tackles. Great work, but then eventually knocked away. Rose gets it. Rose looking to turn. Hogg. What a tackle from Luke Hogg that was. Welcome to non-league football.
Yeah. I honestly thought this is either going to be a red tackle or a red card.
I was exactly racing through my mind. That's going to be either a red or a brilliant tackle. But oh my, that's why you pay your 12 quid to get in. Etherington just been sitting down here having a word with John Alone in front of us. It does not look good for Marcus Etherington.
Alex is making his way back round. Football boys. There's no ball boys at that side now.
I don't think we mind too much, do we?
No.
As Tinker launched it forward, it's awkwardly headed away. Hussey's going to just try and launch it back. He does keep it in. It's good work from Hussey in the end. Hogg tries to return it, headed back again. It's a bit of head tennis. Marshall brings it down. Rawson picks it up on the right, and looking for Poole, but then blocked, and it will be cleared away. And now Hednesford trying to build away, but it's a poor pass. Dunn almost got something on that, but then clear away. It's a good ball forward. Gibson holds up. He's got space to turn now. Gibson. Great spin, out to the left, here they come now, it's with Hilton. Hilton facing up with Jack Tinker in his unfavoured position, and he's done well, Hilton. Drills it, blocked, appeals for a handball from the fans behind it, not given. Doyle Charles here, out to the right. Morgan, back to Doyle Charles. Lofted ball here, that is, Inter are going to keep in, far side, but then Tinker's trying to get in with a tackle. This isn't dying, this attack, that's the concern, and it's a nice drilled pass. This is very clever play, but then blocked by Hogg, and Hogg will clear it away. No one's there to pick up the clearance. The pressure will keep going on. This is one of Stocksbridge's weaknesses, is that we often fail to clear when we have the opportunity. Gibson's dropped deep, he will take the shot, and it's Sky.
You can shoot like that all day.
79 minutes gone. Looks like we'll see Deshaun Musgrave-Dorr come on next. He's been summoned. Personally, I didn't think much of his debut last week against Workington. Maybe not the sort of game for him. He looks like a technical player that wants to beat a man. Maybe this is the sort of game that he's more suited for. As Hallam have taken the lead at Bishop Auckland. Leon Howarth, the scorer. And Wrexham have taken the lead against Sheffield United. Former Al Michael Smith has scored this next one. And that was a high foot from Tommy Marshall that's been penalised.
Be a bit careful.
Already on 1 yellow. And I think it's one of those where if you'd not been on a yellow, that would have been it. But Answorth 5-0 upon Fackley. Jonathan Williams, the scorer. And Worsborough 3-0 upon Maltby Main. Isaac Jeffries has scored. So here comes a substitute. It's going to be Musgrave Dawn. And he's going to come on.
Substitution for
Tommy Marshall.
replacing number 7, Thomas Marshall. Here's number 16, Deshaun Musgrave Dawn.
Marshall's had a good game against the much more experienced Hussey. Replaced by the youngster from Doncaster Rovers.
Is he another loan, lad?
Pardon?
Is he another loan, lad?
Yep. Ball forward by Breeden, cleared away by Smythe. Just goes back to Kinsella, who lofts it. Going to bounce awkwardly. Taylor's bringing it down. He slices it behind him, and that is going to allow Poole to clear it. It only gives it back to Hussey. Back out onto the left now to Taylor. Back to Hussey. Hussey, cross going in. It's low. It's awkward. And then eventually knocked away, but only back to Henson. This is, again, Steele's big weakness, I think, as a team is the fact that we just struggle to end attacks. We struggle to kill them off. And here comes a good-looking cross in. Again, it's Dunn, who's done some good defensive work for the Steels. So he's trying to follow it out, and then back it goes to Hussey, who lofts it over the top. Poole is trying to just let that go out of play. He's lost it, though. Henson had the chance. Cross going into the middle. Headed away there by Ingleton out to left-hand side. He's trying to make sure it doesn't go out for a corner. Harrison is up there trying to cause a problem. In the end, he's earned a corner kick. And yeah, now we've had a corner to deal with. We just don't end attacks.
No, we don't seem to put a foot through the ball and get the ball out of the way, do we?
No, maybe we're just a bit panicky in defence and we snatch at clearances. Maybe. The only person out of the box of Stocksbridge who's not defending is Musgrave Door.
Being told us to get out of the box by manager.
What I'm worried about is you've got Liam Kinsella unmarked at the edge of the area. And here comes teasing ball, head up in the air, and Kinsella will return it. Ingleton will head it back out, headed out to the right wing. Smythe out to try and close down Hussey. Hussey right-footed ball looking for the far post, and it's Rawson who manages to knock it away. And can we get this properly away through Hogg? Well, he's going to at least get it into the opposition half.
Yeah, nobody really.
No. Musgrave Door will press as it goes back to Breeden, but it must be like 80% possession Hednesford in the last 10 minutes. Breeden launch it forward. It's finds Harrison who flicks it on. Tinker's trying to track it, but he's lost the pace there and managed to just get enough on it and then cleared away by Poole. Throw into Hednesford, and it will be this Joel Taylor long throw that's caused problems.
So they are as dangerous as crosses, corners.
Yeah, well they are these days, aren't they? Everywhere. So here comes a long throw from Taylor. Head away to the edge of the area. Kinsella's there. He's going to redistribute out to Hussey. Then Joel Taylor. This is how the equaliser came. Teasing ball towards the far side. Volley towards goal. Townsend saves.
That could have gone anywhere, that.
It could have. Oh, I believe that was Akim Rose at the far side. He was taking his time, Townsend, before launching it away. He's looking for Dunn. And Dunn might get to this. He gets a touch. Can he get past the man? Morgan just gets enough to get away. It's not a penalty, definitely not. Not enough contact for that. Not in this game, especially. But that was a great little touch by Romario Dunn.
Really unfortunate,
So back to Kinsella now. Joel Taylor.
I think a lesser defender would have been in there.
Yeah. Morgan did a good job recovering. Back with Harrison. Sending it forward for the diagonal. That looks over hit to me. And that's what it is. It's the UK Search Limited sign.
You can keep them there all game if you want.
84 minutes gone.
Been a good kick in rugby union, that one.
What a properly entertaining match this. Tinker launching it forward. Dunn will head it on, and then Rawson knocks it a bit further on, so the throw-in's in Hednesford's half at least. FC United have doubled their lead. We'll get the goal scorer for you later. It's now Morgan. Gets it forward. O'Connor gets it and then clips it forward. Can Rawson hold off Harrison here? No, Harrison heads it away. Dunn gets it. That's a handball from Dunn. There's a bit of wrestling match there as they want to take the free kick quickly, but it's out of position. It's well forward where it actually was. As Gibson now is holding off his man. Sorry, not Gibson. Jervis now looking for Rose on the right wing. He's got the beating here of Williams, but he holds it back. Left foot across, takes a deflection. Eagledon able to head it away. Then it's back to Joel Charles. And then O'Connor's in a footing. Could have been a foul, that. And then I think that will be a foul. Free kick to Hednesford.
Alex Taylor looks like he's going to get himself touches. No, you've got it.
It's just the one booking in this game so far. As it's a quick switch out here to Harrison. Steele's not quite aware what's going on at the moment as Hussey gets it now over to left to Joel Taylor. Taylor, clip ball into the middle. Headed away, appeals for another penalty. Not given. Joel Charles has it. Back to Kinsella. Out to the right to Rose. Hednesford putting all the pressure on at the moment. Back to Morgan. Now Harrison. Sorry, Hussey was having a bit of a run here. Being forced to go backwards though. Back to Taylor. Taylor back in the middle to Hussey. Plays pass short into the middle. Well in from Musgrave door. Bounces. Taylor just tinkers. Launch forward. No one's there for it. Steels have gone a bit just far too deep at the moment. Dunn is now pressing, but will go over to Breeden. Musgrave Dove will press and try and force a bad pass from Breeden. Goes forward, goes over the top of Tinker, and it's kept in though. Pass in the middle, this is dangerous. Well in tackle, goal kick.
For a minute there, I thought you were pointing the spot.
Oh, well, that was going to be a corner to be honest, but 86 minutes gone. 1-1 here.
I thought you were into what spot pointing at it then.
She was very keen pointing for the goal kick. But I think because it was a 50-50 decision, that's why. I say, I've disagreed with some decisions, but largely, very good referee.
I agree.
We've got to even it, because we do criticise them sometimes, don't we, here, very passionately. Dunn's going to look to win the header, but Harrison climbs over and gets it away. Goes forward. Knocked away by Williams. Will be returned by Hilton. Then Eagledon will get it away. Taylor will just track that as it goes out for a throw-in. We've dropped a bit too deep here.
Yeah, we've descended to...
As if we're clinging to a lead and not...
Yeah, hoof it anywhere, isn't it?
There's a diagonal ball going forward. Stocksbridge have kind of just dropped off. There's nothing in defence there, but then knocked away. Appeals for a high kick, but Stocksbridge will get the free kick. So Steele's hanging on to a point here. Townsend will have the free kick on the edge of his own area. Well, Hyde have had a man sent off. Max Harrop, the man being given his marching orders. It's a second yellow. The ball goes forward. Goes right on the top, and Dunn will chase. Taylor can only hook out for a throw-in. And Answorth having a great day away at Fackley. Ifia Febu has just made it 6-0 for the Ambers.
Is that our Ifia Febu?
It is our Ifia Febu. Do you know a second Ifia Febu?
No. But you never know.
I think Tinker's going to go with a long throw here. There are not too many in the box. Looping one in. Dunn tries to get it back into the middle and then cleared away, but nice little touch there from Smythe. Gets it to O'Connor, now back on the right with Tinker, who moves on his left. Ball in the middle, well headed away by Hussey. And then it's a very dangling header from Thomas Poole, who looked like he'd been taken out on Gladiators, and I think he's hurt himself doing so, as Breeden tried to quickly get the ball away.
Pretty whistle will blow. We could have done with that ourselves.
As I think the long ball forward is... It is way in! That's from Alex O'Connor there, returning the ball back to Breeden. Poole is alright to continue. No treatment needed.
Is he? I'd be surprised if there were some referees who would give him a yellow for that.
They're awesome. In fairness, he's returning it to where it was quite well. Yeah. As Breeden, he's now going to start the game. It's not a free kick. as the ball launches it forward. Headed away by Williams. And Dunn and Paul just showing a bit of miscommunication, the signs of a new player. Switch out to left, Joe Taylor. Pass just loops on him, but he will keep it. No pressure on him. Ball looped over the top, looking for Jervis. Takes the touch, trying to get it round. Well in there from Hogg. Throw into Hednesford. It will be a long throw from Joel Taylor.
Had a good game today, Wilcock.
Has
Said it a few times.
a lot of good games today. 5 minutes at a time. As the ball goes into the box, headed towards the edge of the area, knocked out to the right to Akeem Rose. Out to the left, cross going into the far side, headed on, it's still dangling in the box, and then it goes over the bar. Both teams are appealing, it will be a corner kick.
The referee's indicated there will be a minimum of 5 minutes at a time. That's 5 minutes at a time.
And we are in that at a time now. As the Steels look to hold on to a point here, a very unlikely point at home to Hednesford. Here it comes, a good looking cross into the middle. This over Rawson said, next touch is going to be appeals for a corner, but I think he's gone out before he's cleared away. Corner kick. Steels hanging on at the moment. Potential of a short corner, but there's 2 balls on the pitch at the moment, so just having that delay for that. Hilton just kicks it behind the goal. Well, he kicks it towards the corner flag taker. Steele have another set piece. They've got to try and defend against this really big Hednesford side. Hednesford are taking the time with it, surprisingly.
I'll be like that. I think it's first game we've had without lights. Well,
I think it will be. It's been a beautiful day here. Here comes Hussey's corner. Left-footed, very to the far post here. Harrison tries to head it on and then cleared away by O'Connor. Headed towards the edge of the area, and it's Musgrave Dawn who gets it, and he will run! Musgrave Dawn, good slide and tackle stops here, and now it's Hussey will go down the right. Musgrave Dawn trying to get back and defend. Cross looking for the far post. Eagledon does enough, but it goes back out to the left. This is what sort of really good at dropping in those positions. Ball cleared away, and we just can't get it away at the moment. Back it goes to Doyle Charles. Diagonal to the far side again. Headed across. Hogg clears it to the edge. Musgrave Dawn. Hogg will now just boot that one away. Rawson will get it on the right hand side, and can Rawson? Well, he's just going to let it go out and be a throw in. Veteran play from Rawson.
A bit of common sense there by the.
2.5 minutes have now elapsed as Sam Kay will make his way on for Stocksbridge. And he will replace Alex O'Connor.
Steele's replacing number 8, Alex O'Connor. Number 14, Sam Kay.
And O'Connor, understandably, is taking all the time he needs to. And Kay now runs onto the pitch and in position. Tinker will have the throw-in. Ball forward and we'll just loop out. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Actually, no, it's going to be cleared out for a throw-in. Steels have a throw-in in a good position here. Could the Steels be the one to get late drama? Well, I think we'd see a smile from the man to the left of me if there was late drama here.
Mr. Clicksby. I doubt it.
Or with Tinker for the throw-in. Yes, so no league day next week. Ball loops in, headed away by Hussey. Kay gets the touch. Trying to get it down to the right, but then cleared away by Hilton, but only out for another throw-in. It bounces off the fence. And Alec
I went right side.
will be a bit too... Alec was a bit too quick with that.
Yeah, we're have to have a word in after that.
Alright, with Tinker now for the throw-in. So, launch the ball forward. Headed away into the middle. Kay got another touch, but he's trying to keep the ball. Hednesford able to clear, but it'll be another Stocksbridge throw-in.
We'll have this. Take your time.
Steele's just clinging on here. 4.5 minutes of the 5 have now elapsed. All thrown forward, headed into the middle by Dunn, but then cleared away by Kinsella. Headed on towards the edge of the area. Dunn's got it. Touches it to Rawson. Rawson trying to get out to the right. Gives it to Tinker. Now out to Rawson on the right. Good touch by Rawson. Can he find a cross into the middle? Touch on. It's going to be a goal kick. I was hoping that was going to be a corner.
Rawson's just got a yellow card for kicking ball away.
And Rawson's given a yellow. Short thing here. We're past the 5 minutes now. As it's back to Breeden.
Check to watch.
Ball going long. Looking for Gibson, who heads it on. Smythe tries to head it forward. Kay heads it out to the left. Smythe will get it forward again. Dorcharles tries to bring it down, but will be Smythe who slips as he takes it. Will be a free kick to Stocksbridge. Is this one, with the time as it is, 5.5 minutes gone to 5, do you let Townsend take it and try and see if you can just do one thing up there?
No. We'll go for a point. I'm not a gambling man.
Well, I'm off to Vegas in a few weeks, so I am. And it is Townsend. He's going to come up and take this. They are keeping, I think, the defenders back. And I don't think they're not setting up as if it's an attacking set piece in their own half.
I think Thomas Poole's just telling people to calm down a bit. Oh, what doing?
There's going to be a substitute for Hednesford. It's a hell of a... for Niall Watson, who has played here at Stocksbridge already this season for Warrington Town. And he will replace the goal scorer, Montel Gibson.
Replacing number 9, Montel Gibson. Number 18, Niall Watson.
Put number 9 on board, but number 9's still on pitch.
Well, actually, Montel Gibson stayed on, but even though 9 was on pitch. As Townsend, unfortunately, just steered that out of play. Throwing done quickly here. Headed on. Smythe then diving header out to play. It's actually going to be given as a Stocksbridge free kick. 6.5 minutes of the 5 have now gone.
Their bench doesn't seem to be very happy.
As Smythe will take this, but I think they're setting up as if this is not an attacking one. Stocksbridge are going to be happy to get a point here. Ball going forward, looking for Rawson, headed away. And that is it. The Steels have got an incredibly impressive result here. 1-1 against promotion chasing Hednesford Town. The difference between the two sides in terms of in terms of resources is incredible, but on a 90-minute match here, all is even. 1-1. Luke Rawson giving the Steels the lead with a close range header for Montel Gibson, scored at the far post in the second half. Hednesford's promotion campaign takes a blow. The Steels, while it doesn't look particularly good, the table, because the results going against us elsewhere, get a point that others may not have expected they'd get. So it's 1-1 here at Brackenmore. We will see you next Saturday for non-league day against Ashton United. Thank you very much and good night.